Welcome, this is Shotgun Log. Here we'll have the screen recording showing coming up here. This will be the iPad version. And here you get to see everything all laid out. You can see where we have the person who's doing it, location, date, weather, shots fired, score, style, goals, purpose, shooting partner, notes, which gun you use, and you can see if you click on it, you would pick one. Same thing here, lesson or tournament. And you can edit it. And when you edit it, the nice part is it'll stay there. And if you ever go to search, it'll always be, like if you're searching for lesson, it'll bring all the ones out that are lessons. We don't have to worry about if we mistype some. And then in these other ones, you have goals, general thoughts, strong points, notes. You're all going to do this. Now, this is what it looks like for the iPhone version, excuse me. And we're going to come up where we'll show you a screen grab from the iPhone. Now, one thing you can do from either one is that you have this print layout, and if you're using a coach, you can email them this if you were practicing. Now, this is the iPhone capture. And you'll see here that we're going to go up here, we're going to hit add new rare, and then we'll pick up where we're shooting, who the shooter is. The time and the date is auto-filled, but you can change. Weather, type in what you experienced that day. And shots fired and scored, I just do this by percentage. That's mainly for a tournament. And you swipe left to right, and it'll go to the next page. And here you can see we're just picking these up from the drop-down list. The drop-down list makes it easy to fill this out. And if it's easy to use, you'll use the program more. In general thoughts, like I said, just type something of what you feel for the day. And the same thing under goals, what you're looking to do. Do you want to shoot in the 80s, or are you having a problem, only with a certain type of target that you want to get? Writing it down is another affirmation that you will work on getting it done. One of the reasons that we did this whole part here on the phone is to show how quickly you can do this after. Same thing here. We're gonna break it down the strong points, things that were improved. Just a lot of this is just your thoughts right after you're done, so that when you go back and look at it, you'll be able to remember what you were doing. Especially when you look at a bunch of records, you can go usually and see through time what's happened. That's one of the reasons, one of the feels we have is if you've changed anything, like with your gun, your shooting apparel, what have you. Now, need a solution. This is something that we would fill in, especially if you're sending printouts to coaches. Like if there was specific targets on certain stations you want to work on, it'd be something you would send the coach, and maybe when they were out, they would look at it before your lesson. Boy, do I type slow. And we're going to swipe one more time, and here's where equipment change. And a lot of times this could be something real minor. You might have just changed chokes from, a Mueller 2 to a Mueller 3, and then maybe on their very next or the one or a couple of entries later, you might switch back or be happy with what you've gotten. Now, some of these fields are based on other shooting logs that I've taken these fields and put a lot of these note fields in. Percent mental and percent technical, I think that's important because it's kind of how you felt that day. And now when you swipe this way, it'll give you where you could see either print or email or go back to the main page or exit. When you hit exit, it's going to come over here and then it would let you exit out. We went back to the main page. And here we're going to show you how you can edit a value list. So only I was in this one. So I'm going to add another shooter here. And then once the shooter's added to the list, if I ever go back there, you can see that person will be in the list. So if you got a copy of this file, you could go in there and put your name in and eliminate mine. And all the value lists you can edit like. And now we'll exit out. Once again, if you need this, 692-A400 at gmail.com.